Good evening. Alberta Health Services has officially declared a measles outbreak in some regions of the province. Now, it covers the Edmonton, Central and Calgary zones, but does not apply to the North or South regions. Officials say the declaration was made following several consecutive weeks of confirmed new measles cases. Now, right now, Lloydminster has one confirmed case, and Prairie North Health Region is cautioning members of the public who may have been exposed to be on the lookout for symptoms after an unimmunized child under the age of 5 came down with the highly infectious disease. Well, it's a hike that doesn't come as a surprise. That's property tax increases. Now, the city says the taxes provided 24% of its revenue, and it helps keep Lloydminster operating. Now, the commercial mill rate will stay unchanged at 1.6%. In the city, property taxes will go up 7.75%. Now, the average medium residence valued at $315,000 will see an increase of $130 on their tax bill.
$68 million worth of capital projects for this year, with a large portion of that being infrastructure.
And the projects the tax money will go towards include
the 17 couplet. We've got some, obviously some land development in residential property and commercial property. We have the completion of the RCMP building. The complete list is available on the website.
It's very, very easily justified within the city. I mean, some people say, well, you've got too much staff, right? Well, our ratio of population to staff is quite below. Our tax rate is low, considerably lower than some places.
Residents can expect an actual tax notice by mid-May and will be payable by June 30th. Well, fireworks were a hot topic at the City Council meeting yesterday. It's not uncommon for residents to want to shoot the displays from within city limits. And as Annika Nave shows us, the city was faced with a unique scenario when it came to that issue.
An unusual request to have fireworks for a wedding was brought to the meeting. Fireworks are allowed within the city limits 3 times a year: Canada Day, the Lloyd X event, and the downtown Christmas party. But what about when it comes to getting the right permit for a private function?
If you allow it for one person, then why can't you allow it for everyone else?
A big reason why there's a moratorium on private firework displays in the city, though the two did get the go-ahead for the wedding. They weren't available for an interview, but say, "We are happy with the decision at council yesterday and would like to keep it at that."
Okay, let's do this one, and it'll be no more than the 3 that are grandfathered in, okay? And until they rewrite the bylaw or take another look at it.
And the fire chief agrees, saying it was a win-win for all parties at the meeting, but something needs to be done in the future.
Because we did come to the understanding that we will allow it this time, but it's not going to happen again, and we are going to revisit the bylaw situation to cover those things off.
And along with the safety issue, Gustafson says many things are often forgotten when it comes to fireworks. For instance, the weather.
I might say that this is okay to do this today, but the day of, if we got 60-kilometer-hour winds and it's bone dry out, you may still have to put a stop to this.
And that puts a lot of pressure on the fire crew. Manpower they just don't have.
What we found, and I know that there are citizens in this city that believe they have a full-time fire department, and some of our volunteers are putting anywhere from 800 to 1,500 hours a year in.
Changes to the bylaw dealing with fireworks will be discussed at a future meeting. Annika Nave, Newcap News.
Our Maidstone RCMP need your help in identifying 2 men wanted in connection with a theft at a storage unit just north of Lloydminster. It happened at the Storage for You located on Highway 17 just before 9 a.m. on Friday. Now, the suspects entered the compound in a newer model white Dodge Ram quad cab. Police say they used a key access code to enter the site and then broke into one of the storage units and took a quad and a bike worth about $12,000. The first male suspect is described as dark-skinned, approximately 5'9", weighing about 200 pounds, wearing a red hoodie, dark pants, and white runners. Now, the second suspect is described as Caucasian, about 5'9", weighing about 200 pounds, was last seen wearing a dark hat, dark plaid jacket, dark pants, and work boots. They were last seen turning north on the adjacent side road near Highway 17. Now, if you have any information on this, you're asked to contact RCMP. Meanwhile, Maidstone RCMP are also looking into the theft of a child's quad that happened in Marshall yesterday. The quad is described as yellow and blue in color and was chained up in the front yard when it was stolen. Now, if you have any information on the theft, again, you are asked to call RCMP or Crime Stoppers. The Lloydminster GoUp celebrated its 100th anniversary last night and did it in quite the fashion by announcing record profits over the last year.
We had record sales in just eclipsing 145 million. We had record earnings at, coming off of close to $11 million. So overall, an exceptional year.
CEO Don Stevenson says these numbers mean a bigger check at the end of the day for its members. Now, according to Stevenson, it's a big change from where the company once was.
We've placed ourselves very well. We went through some really difficult times, certainly in the mid-90s and into the late 90s. We've kind of turned that corner. We're excited about the development that we have on the way right now.
And Stevenson says the co-op continues to grow, including a new gas bar on Highway 16 and a card lock facility at the Co-op Agro Center over the next couple of years.